Hello, friends. Welcome again. This is Saturday evening, and welcome to Akulmach Live. We discuss about the business. We discuss about business issue. One of the biggest issue in 2024 is finding new jobs, especially if you are a fresher. You do not know where the jobs are, what kind of jobs employers are looking for, what skill sets. And as we progress in this decade, we are moving very close to Industry 4.0 standard, 4.0 standards. And to discuss this matter, what we should do in this decade starting from 2024, I am inviting Mr. Srinivas Rao, who is joining us from Hyderabad, and he is also the CEO of AI Robo Hub, a startup which is specializing in AI solutions. So without further ado, let's invite Srinivas. Hello,
Hi,
Srinivas.
yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching. Thank you very much for inviting me for this discussion. Thank you very much.
All right. So,
I'm
Srinivas, it's a Saturday evening, and we are discussing on the weekend topic about the job. As we progress, there are smart machines, there are smart AI solutions, there are a lot of robots which are working in software robots as well as the hardware robots, and that is why people are having a lot of concerns. What will happen to their job? As we progress towards 2030, where the estimates are that Industry 4.0 will be fully implemented. What is your opinion about this aspect, especially for the youngsters?
yeah, sure. Generally, whether freshers or 0 to 5 years IT professionals who want to sustain in the industry, everyone has to realize one thing: entire technology stack moving, not stagnated. It's not on older. If you, for example, older there's a Java, a .NET, PHP. There are so many other technologies, C, C++, so many other technologies. Now you should not be stand on those technologies. Technology stack moving from Industry 3.0 to Industry 4.0. There are so much innovations going on. There are so many new technologies coming, which going to sustain next to 20 to 30 years, and all the older technologies rolled out and going to be outdated. First, we should understand where from where to where industry, IT, and software shifting, that to matching to Industry 4.0. Okay, that is especially artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotic process automation, cloud, cybersecurity, mobile, especially data science, data analytics. These are all the Industry 4.0 technologies. Everybody has to think of them and should know and upgrade to these technologies. Whether you are already working on older technologies or you are aspiring to be a software professional, or you might be graduate and wanted to look for a job in software industry, then you should think of these technologies, how you can upgrade these technologies. You should not be on lingering with the older technologies which are going to be outdated very soon. That is the important thing everybody has to mind.
So, can I
Coming
ask you a
to,
question at this juncture? Can I ask you a question, Srinivas, at this juncture, especially when we are
yeah,
on this topic? You
yeah,
see,
please.
it is very easy for a technology person to understand what you're talking about. It's very simple because if you are an IT professional, you know what technology is and you know what is going to happen, etc. But for a non-IT person, because you know this advancement in AI is going to affect everyone equally, the non-IT person will also get affected. So, what is your message for the general people who doesn't understand the technology stack, doesn't understand what machine learning, but they will be affected? So, what is that they should be doing from your point of view?
Yeah, exactly. We are going to answer shoot them only. Earlier, if anybody wants to become a software engineer, then they should have a lot of technology stack. They should understand. They should have a lot of coding. Now we have no coding and low coding technology coming to picture. Of course, coding and the algorithms, everything required. Still, we have low coding and no coding technologies coming to picture. Artificial intelligence enabled systems coming to picture. We should know what are those, how to use them, how to generate the code automatically. For that, what we have to do. So earlier, if you want to write some code, hundreds of lines of code you have to write for simple task. Now you no need to write that much of coding. Even for querying from database also, lot of bigger query you have to write. Now you no need to write that much query. That kind of artificial intelligence enabled low coding and no code system coming to picture. You have to understand, and this is very very comparable and very very easiness for non IT background or the persons who fear of coding. Those people also become software engineers with these skills. Only they should know is where they have to leg in, what is their shoe, how to get that one, what is their expertise with respect to domain, with respect to their mindset, with respect to thinking. And going forward, mostly your mind, your innovative idea have a vital role in order to complete specific task. How we can use AI system, which system we can use, so that we don't require much testing, we don't require a very sophisticated DB guy, we don't require very highly talented developer, we don't require with less code configuration using AI technologies. How we can go ahead, those are like artificial intelligence, machine learning, how we can use generative AI, chat GPT. If you go for Python, how we can work with Python. Of course, here also we can write the code. We have to write. There are so many different versions, different flavors of coding buckets in Industry 4.0. If you are interested, very much interested, you can develop the system, make them used by other systems. If you are that kind and you are able to develop the models within artificial intelligence, you become hot cake, and within 3 to 5 years, you are become 50 lakhs to 1 crore range. If you are able to write that kind of models on your own with your intelligence. Otherwise, you can use the models somebody already developed. That models we can use. That the no coding and low coding. If you're able to understand that, then everybody, non-IT, non-IT background people, no technology people are the people who fear of technology also become software engineers in Industry 4.0. They should know the technology what they have to choose.
All right. So I will go back and little bit and talk to the audience. You see, when we talk about Industry 4.0, it is, I think, important to understand what is Industry 4.0. So I will tell very briefly before we move back to Srinivas. Industry 4.0 is the fourth version of the industry. So if there was a fourth version, there was a version first also, which started soon after Renaissance. So that time when the steam engines were developed, the coal industry was being developed in the Europe. Then it was called Industry 1.0, and then gradually it became 2.0, and last 3.0, in which we are currently living, is the most of the industry is being governed by IT. So Industry 4.0 will be governed by AI. So that is where the difference is, and that is why our guest Srinivas is pointing out, quite constantly, that we have to understand, realize that AI is coming in a very big way. It's already here, and there are new opportunities. So if you are smart enough that the opportunity is looking over, which is Industry 4.0, you better start learning AI. So let's go back to Srinivas. Srinivas, this was an important point where people don't even know what is Industry 4.0. I mean, a lot of people understand, but many do not. They just look at this as an acronym. So, what is that which is going to happen in Industry 4.0 in few years from now?
Can you come again the question, please?
There was an echo actually. I can hear my voice back. Can you
Generally,
mute your mic?
yeah.
Sorry, mute your speaker in the laptop.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I'm hearing my voice back.
Hmm. Okay. Now, generally, forget about industry 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. Think of before computer era, after computer era. Before computer coming to picture,
Okay.
most of the everything is manual. And task if supposed to complete in 1 day, that's complete in 15 days, 20 days. And also, if we want to find anything, we are not able to find everything manual, all the paperwork. Then, when computer started, technology evolving, and we are improving, increasing our in the technology stack. When we started using technology, then software's development is increasing. So, ease of digitalization, converting manual work to machine work started. Then now we are in a situation, even machines also, what the work we are doing, we are automating that work also. What the work machines doing with manual and machines doing, those works also we are automating. That's entirely in the industry 4.4. Now it is moving towards automation. You think of automation only. Automation, that is industry 4.0. Everything, for example, if you take industry or physical robots. If you take back office works, virtual robots coming to picture. Software robots or virtual robots, hardware robots or physical robots coming to picture. And also there are a lot of generative and predictive and conversational bots coming to picture. Earlier, a lot of hundreds of thousands of members sitting in back office or customer care and answering your questions and providing the solutions for your problem. Now, bots are providing the solution. What kind of bots? You can ask the bot whatever you want. It can give the generalized data from the internet. Otherwise, it can provide the data from the specific database, industry database, and also it can generate lot of data combined and give you as an output. And conversational, you can ask, it will reply. You can ask, you can reply. There are so many types of bots coming to picture, completely automated system. So that's where we are come up with the virtual office that's going to feature. Office is also virtualized, and instead of employees through website, what's going to come. For example, earlier we are going to Hyderabad, for example, State Bank of India, Banjara Hills. Now, if you want to go, instead of going to physically, going forward, example I'm saying, State Bank of India / Hyderabad, then which branch, that branch you are going to connect. You are getting experience like physically if you visit the branch, how you're interacting with the physical employees to get it answered. Now bots going to answer your question through web. That kind of experience going to come. For that we are working on virtual office product in off way. That's going to come into a picture going forward. Every offices, most of the offices going to be virtualized.
So I want to share something with you, Srinivas, because you mentioned about the virtual office. Um, I can hear myself, Srinivas. I think you can mute your speaker in your in your PC. All right. So we are already on virtual. My company, which is Akulmach, we are on a virtual office. We have employees everywhere, and we transitioned from virtual office from physical office. We had an office in Hyderabad, and we also had an office in Delhi. And today we are completely virtual, completely brick and mortar free organization. So just as a side note, I'm just sharing that we are already virtual for past 2.5 years.
Mhm. Now this virtualization have some limitations. That limitations also going to cross, because what is the objective of you to have your office in local? Means the local data should come. Local customer details or local transaction details, local business details, and what are the customers your team is interacting with, local data that should come. So through virtualization, if you want to serve to Hyderabad people or Bangalore people, and that Bangalore related data, Bangalore related employees, Bangalore related transactions, that data your bot is going to give to the customers. For that, we have to have some database, or we have to have some data either in Excel or in database. It will connect and give the data from our database. That database is purely local. So in this case, how many branches you want to virtualize, that many local data you have to provide, exclusive that local customer details, local business details, everything what the customer wanted, what kind of business transactions you are having, specific to local. That local data is given to the client without moving from his office. From his home itself, he can experience Bangalore office, he can experience Delhi office, he can connect, and he can discuss with the bot what is activating, and asking. We have the options. If we go to the bank, for example, if we want personal loan, we go and meet the personal loan related person. If we want housing loan related persons, we will meet. Similarly, we will give the options to whom we want to meet. That option, based on that respective bot will activate and give the answer, and that will give that related answers only. If we ask